Pouring warm water through a clean glass square, enjoying the slow aroma drifting in the air. No notifications flashing on my table top today. I've chosen to let the digital current drift away. Behind the chromic stripe, picking a new mood, drowning out the heavy static of the attitude. Welcome to the liquid sanctuary of the light. Everything is looking beautifully clear and bright. Slowly stepping forward on the clean tile floor. We don't need to look outside that heavy door. The city outside the frame is a block of stone, but inside this capsule I am content alone. The morning sun is hitting the metal kettle clear, melting all the residue of every single fear. Behind the chromic stripe, picking a new mood, drowning out the heavy static of the attitude. Welcome to the liquid sanctuary of the light. Everything is looking beautifully clear and bright. Slowly stepping forward on the clean tile floor. We don't need to look outside that heavy door.
Stripping the plastic insulation off a broken metallic wire, looking for a simple spark to feed a dying internal fire. The workbench is messy, tools are scattered left and right. A solitary workstation in the middle of the working night. I pull the main plug out, killing the green indicator light, trying to make the heavy columns of data look right. The circuit is broken, the connection has failed today, leaving no more pathways for the current to safely play. The sub-bass is rolling deep, catching the pocket groove, making the stubborn shadows inside my spirit slowly move. We're tied to a circuit junction, carrying a heavy load, walking down a parallel, independent digital road. Leave the corporate feedback outside the heavy iron gate. We don't need their calculations to determine our own fate. In my own tempo, listening to the electric chords bend, finding the beautiful junction where the circuits finally end. The ventilation shaft is blowing a cool mechanical breeze, putting all my spinning anxious calculations at absolute ease. I see the red tail lights of the traffic melting in the dark, wishing for a clean slate, waiting for a genuine spark. Your old metallic wristwatch is still ticking on the shelf, a tiny automatic reminder of a former version of myself. The circuit is broken, the connection has failed today, leaving no more pathways for the current to safely play. The sub-bass is rolling deep, catching the pocket groove, making the stubborn shadows inside my spirit slowly move. We're tied to a circuit junction, carrying a heavy load, walking down a parallel, independent digital road. Leave the corporate feedback outside the heavy iron gate. We don't need their calculations to determine our own fate. In my own tempo, listening to the electric chords bend, finding the beautiful junction where the circuits finally end. Let the copper melt down, let the plastic wrap burn. To the original quiet state we will eventually return. No profiles to update tonight, no targets left to hit, just a simple human being learning how to sing. We're tied to a circuit junction, carrying a heavy load, walking down a parallel, independent digital road. Leave the corporate feedback outside the heavy iron gate. We don't need their calculations to determine our own fate. In my own tempo, listening to the electric chords bend, finding the beautiful junction where the circuits finally end.
The dashboard light is reflecting a soft, deep indigo shade as the painful memories of my solitary past slowly fade. I was a lonely driver rushing down an endless empty street, until the sudden moment when our quiet white trajectories chose to meet. Now I pull over to the side, turn the engine completely off, looking at your sleeping face, ignoring the world's heavy scar. The outer noise is dropping, the city is fading away, leaving no more connection to the dark worlds of yesterday. The heavy midnight sky is wrapped around our tiny space, holding the only truth I need inside your soft embrace. Caught inside a cobalt eclipse, floating in the dark, finding in your heavy love the ultimate perfect spark. With your sweet voice repeating like a melody in my brain, washing out the bitter residue of every past daily strain. Everything is turning soft, everything is feeling right, underneath the protective shadow of this electronic. The rain is starting to be a steady rhythm on the glass, watching how the blurry headlamps of the strangers pass. I don't need a single map to tell me where I ought to go. My destination is locked right here in this tempo slow. Your breathing is a gentle anchor keeping my spirit tight, healing up the fragments
The battery is down to 5% on the dashboard display. A lonely driver escaping the heavy reminders of the day. The highway stretches empty as far as my eyes can see. Just a straight black line cutting through my solitary mystery. I pull over to the side, turn the headlamps completely off, listening to the dark wind making the soft distant scoff. The signal is dropping, the tower is too far away, leaving no more connection to the rules of yesterday. The deep indigo sky is starting to swallow up the land, holding all the secrets that we couldn't quite understand. Lost inside a cobalt midnight, floating in the dark, wishing that the freezing air would leave a tiny spark. With the solitary echo repeating inside my stereo brain, washing out the residue of every single daily strain. Everything is turning soft, everything is feeling right underneath the heavy shadow of the electronic night. The automatic vending machine is glowing a pale silver glare, shining its robotic light into the cold midnight air. I buy a can of bitter soda that I don't even want to drink, just looking for a solid object to keep my mind from the blink. The city we left behind is just a cluster of tiny green dots, a pile of messy files and complicated tangled knots. The signal is dropping, the tower is too far away, leaving no more connection to the rules of yesterday. The deep indigo sky is starting to swallow up the land, holding all the secrets that we couldn't quite understand. Lost inside a cobalt midnight, floating in the dark, wishing that the freezing air would leave a tiny spark. With the solitary echo repeating inside my stereo brain, washing out the residue of every single daily strain. Everything is turning soft, everything is feeling right underneath the heavy shadow of the electronic night. Turn the main engine off,
single dim bulb hanging from the exposed ceiling high, watching the gray dust motes slowly float and pass by. The coffee is gone completely cold inside my ceramic cup. I don't feel the energy or the desire to stand up. The pillars are blocking out the noise of the main avenue, erasing every single unnecessary memory of you. Underneath this concrete canopy, hiding from the morning rush, safe inside the thick walls of an electronic hush. No need to explain the heavy lines behind my tired eyes, leaving behind the complications of their daily synthetic lies. Let the hours stretch as long as they can possibly go. We are moving down smoothly into the lowest tempo. The metal blinds are shut tight against the artificial glare, silencing the constant static of the data in the air. I hear the elevator shaft moving nice and slow, watching how the green floor indicators lose their glow. Locked inside a private capsule where the metrics don't apply, just waving a quiet goodbye to the digital sky. Underneath this concrete canopy, hiding from the morning rush, safe inside the thick walls of an electronic hush. No need to explain the heavy lines behind my tired eyes, leaving behind the complications of their daily synthetic lies. Let the hours stretch as long as they can possibly go. We are moving down smoothly into the lowest tempo.
I was trying to repair a broken mechanical wire in the dark, searching through the cold room for a tiny, genuine spark. My spirit was a messy workstation, scattered left and right, living out a solitary routine in the middle of the night. Until your warm presence entered, killing the dark light, turning all the negative data columns into something fine. The breakdown is over, the connection is alive today, providing a brand new pathway for our spirits to play. The sub-bass is rolling deep, catching a beautiful groove, making the heavy phantom shadows inside my chest slowly move. We are locked in a copper circuit, carrying a sweet load, walking together down an independent digital road. Leave the cynical feedback outside the heavy iron gate. We don't need their permission to determine our own fate. In my own tempo, listening to the electric chords gracefully bend, finding the beautiful sanctuary where the lonely The ventilation shaft is blowing a cool, refreshing breeze, putting all my spinning anxious calculations completely at ease. I look out at the red tail lights of the city grid below, knowing that I have found the only truth I need to know. Your old silver bracelet is clinking softly on my shelf, a beautiful automatic reminder that I don't have to hide myself. The breakdown is over, the connection is alive today, providing a brand new pathway for our spirits to play. The sub-bass is rolling deep, catching a beautiful groove, making the heavy phantom shadows inside my chest slowly move. We are locked in a copper circuit, carrying a sweet load, walking together down an independent digital road. Leave the cynical feedback outside the heavy iron gate. We don't need their permission to determine our own fate. In my own tempo, listening to the electric chords gracefully bend, finding the beautiful sanctuary where the lonely surges in. Let the heavy metal melt, let the old structures burn to the original state of pure love. We will finally return. No profiles to validate tonight, no metrics left to hit, just two human beings learning how to perfectly fit. We are locked in a copper circuit, carrying a sweet load, walking together down an independent digital road. Leave the cynical feedback outside the heavy iron gate. We don't need their permission to determine our own fate. In my own tempo, listening to the electric chords gracefully bend, finding the beautiful sanctuary where the lonely surges in.
A single copper ray stretching across the floor. I don't hear the constant avenue noise anymore. The linen blinds are moving gently in the breeze. Your quiet presence putting all my calculations at ease. Dancing with the copper ray on the bedroom wall. In this private shelter, I don't care at all. Let the hours stretch as long as they can go. We are moving smoothly into the lowest tempo. Welcome to the dim sanctuary of our night. Everything about this simple capsule is feeling right. Yeah, your silhouette is breathing closer across the sheet, making the definition of my escape complete. No notifications can reach us in this hidden bay. We are safely disconnected from yesterday. Dancing with the copper ray on the bedroom wall. In this private shelter, I
Stripping the plastic insulation off a broken copper wire. Looking for a simple spark to feed a dying internal fire. The workbench is messy, tools are scattered left and right. A solitary workstation in the middle of the working night. I pull the main plug out, killing the green indicator light, trying to make the heavy columns of data look right. The circuit is broken, the connection has failed today, leaving no more pathways for the current to safely play. The sub-bass is rolling deep, catching a pocket groove, making the stubborn shadows inside my spirit slowly move. We're tied to a copper wire, carrying a heavy load, walking down a parallel, independent digital road. Leave the corporate feedback outside the heavy iron gate. We don't need the calculations to determine our own fate. In my own tempo, listening to the electric chords bend, finding the beautiful junction where the circuits finally end. The ventilation shaft is blowing a cool mechanical breeze, putting all my spin and anxious calculations at absolute ease. I see the red tail lights of the traffic melting in the dark, wishing for a clean slate, waiting for a genuine spark. Your old metallic wristwatch is still ticking on the shelf, a tiny automatic reminder of a former version of myself. The circuit is broken, the connection has failed today, leaving no more pathways for the current to safely play. The sub-bass is rolling deep, catching the pocket groove, making the stubborn shadows inside my spirit slowly move. We're tied to a copper wire, carrying a heavy load, walking down a parallel, independent digital road. Leave the corporate feedback outside the heavy iron gate. We don't need the calculations to determine our own fate. In my own tempo, listen to the electric chords bend, finding the beautiful junction where the circuits finally end. Let the copper melt down, let the plastic wrap burn to the original quiet state. We will eventually return. No profiles to update tonight, no targets left to hit, just a simple human being learning how to sit. Oh, we're tied to a copper wire, carrying a heavy load, walking down a parallel, independent digital road. Leave the corporate feedback outside the heavy iron gate. We don't need the calculations to determine our own fate. In my own tempo, listening to the electric chords bend, finding the beautiful junction where the circuits finally end.
Rows of old documents sitting on a heavy oak shelf, a private archive where a weary soul can lose itself. The faint scent of fiber and old forgotten ink, slowing down the frequency of my brain so I don't think. I pull a thick manual from the dark wooden slide, forgetting every single digital argument that I fought. Lost inside this digital archive, comfortable and warm, safe from the exact place where the heavy stress was born. Lost inside a silent world made of line and space and fine, taking all the borrowed hours and making them just mine. The twilight light is casting patterns on the linoleum floor. I don't need to look outside my wooden shelter anymore. A dark coffee stain from a year that I can't recall, a folded corner where the narrative began to fall. Every single physical mark is a memory trace, finding my complete balance in a highly familiar place. The grandfather clock sample is ticking nice and slow, matching with the low frequency of the screen glow. The city outside the frame is a giant computer board full of frantic signals that I have successfully ignored. But in this quiet corner, the papers don't demand a thing. They just sit in the silence, waiting for the peace they bring. I turn the final leaf, let the narrative resolve, watching how the complicated digital problems dissolve. Lost inside this digital archive, comfortable and warm, safe from the exact place where the heavy stress was born. Lost inside a silent world made of line and space and fine, taking all the borrowed hours and making them just mine. The twilight light is casting patterns on the linoleum floor. I don't need to look outside my wooden shelter anymore. Let the pages turn, let the ink slowly fade away. We got nothing left to prove to the metrics of the day. No profiles to check tonight, no data left to keep, just a quiet human being getting ready to fall. It's lost inside this digital archive, comfortable and warm, safe from the exact place where the heavy stress was born. Lost inside a silent world made of line and space and fine, taking all the borrowed hours and making them just mine. The twilight light is casting patterns on the linoleum floor. I don't need to look outside my wooden shelter anymore.
Inside my digital greenhouse, time doesn't really mind, leaving all the online frustration far behind the blind. Just the electronic current and the open purple sky, watching all the synthetic clouds floating lazy and high. We step completely out of the machine today, erasing every single footprint of yesterday. Stepping through the glass frame into the humid synthetic green, farthest away from any television or computer screen. The sand of damp soils mixing with the automatic mist, like a private reality that they forgot to list. I've got an electronic watering valve inside my hand, tending to the quietest corner in this crowded land. A tiny robotic insect artist is walking on a plastic leaf, bringing a strange, beautiful moment to pure relief. The seedlings are reaching up toward the translucent roof of nature's resilient magic, the most solid proof. No calendar alerts telling me where I ought to be, just the open space and the electronic hum and me. Inside my digital greenhouse, time doesn't really mind, leaving all the online frustration far behind the blind. Just the electronic current and the open purple sky, watching all the synthetic clouds floating lazy and high. We step completely out of the machine today, erasing every single footprint of yesterday. Sitting on the edge of the tall granite counter space, watching the shadows of the leaves move across your face. The smartphone is face down, the screen is dark and dead, leaving behind all the heavy columns of text that I read. The refrigerator is humming a low-frequency comfort song, telling us that this quiet room is where we belong. Turn down the external feedback, clean up the mental space, letting the electronic current wash the exhaustion from my face. Floating away completely on a digital indigo cloud, far from the corporate metrics that are always way too loud. We're locked inside the texture of this granite counter tonight. Everything around us is feeling incredibly soft and right. Let the heavy expectations of the world just crumble and fall behind the safety of this private kitchen wall. Keep the electronic bassline moving steady and slow. This is the only sanctuary that we need to know. Flower dust is floating in the sunbeam, cutting through the blind, leaving every single urgent email far behind in my mind. Yeah, you're swinging your bare feet to the rhythm of the subway street, making the definition of our comfort incredibly cheap to keep. No clocks on the wrist telling us where we need to run, just enjoying the slow moment till the day is fully done. Turn on the external feedback, clean up the mental space, letting the electronic current wash the exhaustion from my face. Floating away completely on a digital indigo cloud, far from the corporate metrics that are always way too loud. We're locked inside the texture of this granite counter tonight. Everything around us is feeling incredibly soft and right. The heavy expectations of the world just crumble and fall Inside my hydro element, time doesn't mind, leaving all the online frustration far behind. Just the electronic current in the purple sky, watching all the synthetic clouds floating high. We stepped completely out of the machine today, erasing every single footprint of yesterday. Stepping through the glass frame into your green view, farthest away from everything that isn't you. The sand of damn soil is mixing with the mist, like a beautiful reality that they forgot to list. A tiny robotic chime ringing out a sweet relief, bringing a strange, beautiful moment of pure belief. Your love is reaching up toward the translucent roof of nature's resilient magic, the most solid proof. Inside my hydro element, time doesn't mind, leaving all the online frustration far behind. Just the electronic current in the purple sky, watching all the synthetic clouds floating high. We've stepped completely out of the machine today, erasing every single footprint of yesterday. Inside my hydro glass, time doesn't mind, leaving all the online frustration far behind. Just the electronic current in the purple sky, watching all the synthetic clouds floating high. We've stepped completely out of the machine today, erasing every single footprint of yesterday. Stepping through the frame into the synthetic green, farthest away from any television or computer screen. The scent of damp soil is mixing with the mist, like a private reality that they forgot to list. I've got a watering valve inside my bare hand, tending to the quietest corner in this land. A tiny robotic insect walking on a plastic leaf, bringing a strange, beautiful moment of pure relief. The seedlings are reaching toward the translucent roof of nature's resilient magic, the most solid proof. No calendar alerts telling me where I ought to be, just the open space and the electronic hum and me. Inside my hydro glass, time doesn't mind, leaving all the online frustration far behind. Just the electronic current in the purple sky, watching all the synthetic clouds floating high. We've stepped completely out of the machine today, erasing every single footprint of yesterday.
down the 5% on the dashboard display. A lonely driver escaping the heavy reminders of the day. The highway stretches empty as far as my eyes can see. Just a straight black line cutting through my solitary mystery. I pull over to the side, turn the headlamps completely off, listening to the dark wind making a soft distant scoff. The signal is dropping, the tower is too far away, leaving no more connection to the rules of yesterday. The deep indigo sky starting to swallow up the land, holding all the secrets that we couldn't quite understand. Lost inside an indigo corridor, floating in the dark, wishing that the freezing air would leave a tiny spark, with the solitary echo repeating inside my stereo brain, washing out the residue of every single daily strain. Everything is turning soft, everything is feeling right underneath the heavy shadow of the electronic night. The automatic vending machine is glowing a pale silver glare, shining its robotic light into the cold midnight air. I buy a can of bitter soda that I don't even want to drink, just looking for a solid object to keep my mind from the brink. The city we left behind is just a cluster of tiny green dots, a pile of messy files and complicated tangled knots. The signal is dropping, the tower's too far away, leaving no more connection to the rules of yesterday. The deep indigo sky starting to swallow up the land, holding all the secrets that we couldn't quite understand. Lost inside an indigo corridor, floating in the dark, wishing that the freezing air would leave a tiny spark, with a solitary echo repeating inside my stereo brain, washing out the residue of every single daily strain. Everything is turning soft, everything is feeling right underneath the heavy shadow of the electronic night. Turn the main engine off, let the metal body slowly cool. We've played by their metrics, we followed every single rule. No destinations left to reach, no targets left to meet, just the deep indigo shadows making the isolation complete. Lost inside an indigo corridor, floating in the dark, wishing that the freezing air would leave a tiny spark, with a solitary echo repeating inside my stereo brain, washing out the residue of every single daily strain. Everything flashing on my tabletop today. I've chosen to let the digital current just drift away. The dark brown extract is dripping down, drop by drop, in a private capsule zone where the frantic schedules stop. Behind the linen filter, picking out a brand new mood, drowning out the heavy static of the corporate attitude. Welcome to the liquid sanctuary of the early light. Everything is looking beautifully crystal clear and bright. Slowly stepping forward on the clean tiled floor. We don't need to look outside that heavy entrance door. The city outside the window is a frozen block of stone, but inside this space I am perfectly content alone. The morning sun is hitting the chrome, kettle clear, melting all the residue of every single daily fear. Whisper a simple melody, watch the water steam, living out our lives inside a self-contained dream. Behind the linen filter, picking out a brand new mood, drowning out the heavy static of the corporate attitude. Welcome to the liquid sanctuary of the early light. Everything is looking beautifully crystal clear and bright. Slowly stepping forward on the clean tiled floor. We don't need to look outside that heavy entrance door.
Leaning back against the edge of the tall marble counter space, watching the golden morning light draw lines across your face. Our smartphones are face down, the screens are completely dead, leaving behind all the heavy corporate text that we read. The kitchen is quiet, the world outside has stopped this crazy run, just enjoying the absolute peace of being the only one. Turn down the external feedback, clear out the mental trace, letting your gentle presence wash the exhaustion from my face. Floating away completely on a digital indigo cloud, far from the heavy definitions that are always way too loud. We are locked inside the texture of this marble haven tonight. Everything about our chemistry is feeling incredibly right. Let the heavy expectations of the world just crumble and fall behind the absolute safety of this private kitchen wall. Keep the electronic bassline moving nice and slow. This is the only sanctuary that we ever need to know. A little bit of sugar melting slowly inside the porcelain bowl, just like the way your sweet affection captured my heavy soul. You're swinging your feet to the rhythm of the sub-bass deep, making the memory of the simple morning something to keep. No calendar alerts telling us where we are to hurry and run, just holding your warm hand until the day is fully done. Turn down the external feedback, clear out the mental trace, letting your gentle presence wash the exhaustion from my face. Floating away completely on a digital indigo cloud, far from the heavy definitions that are always way too loud. We are locked inside the texture of this marble haven tonight. to know. Stepping out of the busy digital grid, hiding all the rules that they ever hid, staring at the empty geometric wall, watching how the frozen shadows slowly fall. We're painting on a pale canvas tonight, making the cold pixel blurry edges look right. No more data streams, no more numbers to clear, drowning out the echo of the phantom fear. Just a quiet space in the indigo zone, perfect definition of a mind alone. Turning off the artificial green screen light, erasing the exhausting residue of the night, leaving all the urgent messages completely dry, singing a low goodbye to the synthetic sky. We're painting on a pale canvas tonight, making the cold pixel blurry edges look right. No more data streams, no more numbers to clear, drowning out the echo of the phantom fear. Just a quiet space in the indigo zone, perfect definition of a mind alone. Fade away, let it play, disappearing from the day. Fade away. Rows of old documents sitting on the heavy oak shelf, a private archive where a weary soul can lose itself. The faint scent of fiber and old forgotten ink, slowing down the frequency of my brain so I don't think. I pull a thick manual from the dark wooden slot, forgetting every single digital argument that I fought. Lost inside these paper textures, comfortable and worn, safe from the exact place where the heavy stress was born. Lost inside a silent world, made a line in space and fine, taking all the borrowed hours and making them just mine. The twilight light is casting patterns on the linoleum floor. I don't need to look outside my wooden shelter anymore. A dark coffee stain from a year that I can't recall, a folded corner where the narrative began to fall. Every single physical mark is a memory trace, finding my complete balance in a highly familiar place. The grandfather clock sample is ticking nice and slow, matching with the low frequency of the screen glow.
The city outside the frame is a giant computer board full of frantic signals that I have successfully ignored. But in this quiet corner, the papers don't demand a thing. They just sit in the silence waiting for the peace they bring. I turn the final leaf, let the narrative resolve, watching how the complicated digital problems dissolve. Lost inside these paper textures, comfortable and warm, safe from the exact place where the heavy stress was born. Lost inside a silent world, made a line in space and fine, taking all the borrowed hours and making them just mine. The twilight light is casting patterns on the linoleum floor. I don't need to look outside my wooden shelter anymore. Let the pages turn, let the ink slowly fade away. We got nothing left to prove to the metrics of the day. No profiles to check tonight, no data left to keep. Just a quiet human being getting ready to fall asleep. Lost inside these paper textures, comfortable and worn, safe from the exact place where the heavy stress was born. Lost inside a silent world, made a line in space and fine, taking all the borrowed hours and making them just mine. The twilight light is casting patterns on the linoleum floor. I don't need to look outside my wooden shelter anymore.
Old bicycle chain lying down in the dark hallway. I left my keys on the top of the shoe rack today. The metallic sin is mixing with the midnight cold. Just another cheap machine getting ready to turn old. I don't check the screen to see if you call me back. Just watching the tires leaving the dark, dusty track. We're turning into rust and oil, freezing in the gear, drowning out the remaining doubts that I used to hold dear. Let the bassline loop and take away the morning strain. Nothing left to say, nothing left to explain. Just slipping completely out of the mechanical line, taking back the heavy hours that were never really mine. The radiator pipes are making a sharp clicking sound, the absolute coldest silence that I have ever found. I trace the black grease marks left upon my bare hand, trying to remember how our private empire was planned. But the engine is dead, the fuel has entirely run out, leaving no more space for a single unnecessary doubt. Turning into rust and oil, freezing in the gear, drowning out the remaining doubts that I used to hold dear. Let the bassline loop and take away the morning strain. Nothing left to say, nothing left to explain. Just slipping completely out of the mechanical line, Looking at the blurry screen tonight, trying to make the heavy distance feel right. A single text, cursor blinking slow, holding on to feelings that I can't let go. You are my silent signal in the dark, leaving on my frozen spirit a tiny spark. No more encrypted lines to clear, drowning out the echo of every fear. Just a quiet heartbeat in the zone, knowing that I am no longer alone. Turning off the artificial room light, erasing all the lonely residue of the night. Your simple words keeping me warm and dry, sending my devotion to the midnight sky. You are my silent signal in the dark, leaving on my frozen spirit a tiny spark. Encrypted lines to clear, drowning out the echo of every fear. Just a quiet heartbeat in the zone, knowing that I am no longer alone. Stay with me, let it play, chasing the coldness away. Stay with me. The television screen has lost its bright glow, but the current between us continues to grow. I don't need the world to understand the sign, just knowing your heartbeat is completely mine. Underneath the static attraction, sleeping in the gray, we are washing out the coldness of another yesterday. Let the low subwoofer throb and carry out the noise, finding our final balance in a solitary choice. No more doubts to filter, no more walls to break, just a beautiful frequency that they can never take. Your fingers are tracing my bare shoulder slow, watching how the neon lines outside lose their glow. A perfect little monument to the peace that we found, farthest away from the heavy city sound. Underneath the static attraction, sleeping in the gray, we are washing out the coldness of another yesterday. Let the low subwoofer throb and carry out the noise, finding our final balance in a solitary choice. No more doubts to filter, no walls to break. Just a beautiful frequency that they can never take. Hold me tight, shut the night. Everything is looking bright. Hold me tight.
The television screen is flickered in a fuzzy white square. An empty signal broadcasting into the vacant air. I don't look for the remote control to change the dead view. I'm just trying to delete the final lingering hint of you. The floorboards are cold, the heating system is down, just like the freezing atmosphere of this heartless town. Wrap me tight, hide the light, drowning out the ghost tonight. Wrap me tight, hide the light. Underneath the static blanket, sleeping in the gray. We don't care about the structures of another yesterday. Let the low subwoofer throb and wash away the noise, finding the final balance in a solitary choice. No more text messages to read, no more phone calls to make, just a quiet space that the corporate world cannot take. A stack of unread magazines is sitting on the plastic crate, a monument to all the tasks that I chose to put on late. I trace the white noise patterns with my bare fingers, slow, watching how the electronic sparks begin to lose their glow. The world outside is rushing to catch a morning train, but in this private frequency, I'm ignoring all the strain. Underneath the static blanket, sleeping in the gray. We don't care about the structures of another yesterday. Let the low subwoofer throb and wash away the noise, finding the final balance in a solitary choice. No more text messages to read, no more phone calls to make, just a quiet space that the corporate world cannot take.
Television screen is flickering bright. An empty white square in the middle of the night. I don't look for the remote control to click, just watching the blurry numbers moving quick. Underneath the static waves, sleeping in the gray. We don't care about the patterns of another yesterday. Let the low subwoofer throb and wash away the strain, finding the final balance, playing in my brain. No more messages to read, no more calls to make, just a quiet space space that the corporate world cannot take. A stack of old files sitting on the plastic crate. A silent monument to the task that I put on late. I trace the white noise of my bare fingers slow, watching how the electronic lines lose their glow. Underneath the static waves sleeping in the gray, we don't care about the patterns of another yesterday. Let the low subwoofer throb and wash away the strain, finding the final balance, playing in my brain. No more messages to read, no more calls to make, just a quiet space that the corporate world cannot take. Lock it down, shut it tight, drowning out the ghost tonight. Lock it down.
A single dim bulb hanging from the ceiling space, shining its light upon your beautiful face. The coffee has gone cold, but I don't mind, leaving all the heavy worries far behind. Inside this steel shell sanctuary tonight, everything about your presence is feeling right. No need to explain the lines behind my eyes, drowning out the echo of the city lies. Let the hours stretch as long as they can go. We are moving down smoothly into the lowest tempo. The metal blinds are shut tight against the glare, silence and the constant data floating in the air. I hear your soft laughter moving nice and slow, watching how the green screen indicators lose their glow. Inside this steel shell sanctuary tonight, everything about your presence is feeling right. No need to explain the lines behind my eyes, drowning out the echo of the city lies. Let the hours stretch as long as they can go. We are moving down smoothly into the lowest tempo. feeling high, watching the gray dust mold slowly float by. The coffee is gone completely cold in my cup. I don't feel the energy to stand right up. Underneath the steel shell, hiding from the rush, safe inside the thick walls of an electronic hush. No need to explain the lines behind my tired eyes, leaving behind the complications of their daily lives. Let the hours stretch as long as they can go. We are moving down smoothly into the lowest tempo. The metal blinds are shut tight against the glare, silencing the constant static of the data in the air. I hear the elevator shaft moving nice and slow, watching how the floor indicators lose their glow. Underneath the steel shell, hiding from the rush, safe inside the thick walls of an electronic hush. No need to explain the lines behind my tired eyes, leaving behind the complications of their daily lives. Let the hours stretch as long as they can go. We are moving down smoothly into the lowest tempo. Pouring warm water through a clean white square. Your gentle sweet scent is drifting in the air. No notifications flashing on my table space today. I've chosen to let the digital current drift away. Through this velvet extract, finding a new mood, washing out the static of the heavy attitude. Welcome to the liquid sanctuary of our night. Everything is looking beautifully clear and bright. Slow dancing together on the clean tile floor. We don't need to look outside that heavy entrance door. the space, watching the shadows of the leaves move across your face. The smartphone is face down, the screen is dark and dead, leaving behind all the heavy columns of text that I read. The refrigerator is humming a low-frequency comforting, telling us that this quiet room is where we belong. Turn down the external feedback, clean up the mental space, letting the electronic current wash the exhaustion from my face. Floating away completely on a digital indigo cloud, far from the corporate metrics that are always way too loud. We're locked inside the texture of this wooden counter tonight. Everything around us feeling incredibly soft and right. Let the heavy expectations of the world just crumble and fall behind the safety of this private kitchen wall. Keep the electronic bassline moving steady and slow. This is the only sanctuary that we need to know. Flower dust is floating in the sunbeam, cutting through the blind, leaving every single urgent email far behind in my mind. You're swinging your bare feet to the rhythm of the sub-bass deep, making the definition of our comfort incredibly cheap to keep. No clocks on our wrists telling us where we need to run, just enjoying the slow warmth until the day is fully done. Turn down the external feedback, clean up the mental space, letting the electronic current wash the exhaustion from my face. Floating away completely on the digital indigo cloud, far from the corporate metrics that are always way too loud. We're locked inside the texture of this wooden counter tonight. Everything around us feeling incredibly soft and right. Let the heavy expectations of the world just crumble and fall behind the safety of this private kitchen wall. Keep the electronic bassline moving steady and slow. This is the only sanctuary that we need to know. Of the world just crumble and fall behind the safety of this private kitchen wall. Keep the electronic bassline moving steady and slow. This is the only sanctuary that we need to know.
Shadow stretching across the hardwood floor. I don't hear the constant traffic of the avenue anymore. The linen blinds are moving gently in the midnight breeze, putting all my spinning anxious calculations completely at ease. The ice melting slowly inside my tall highball glass, watching how the beautiful dark minutes silently pass, dancing with the ember shadow on the bedroom wall. In this private shelter, I don't care about the world at all. Let the hours stretch as long as they can possibly go. We are moving down smoothly into the lowest tempo. Welcome to the dim light sanctuary of the electronic
across the velvet sheet, making the definition of my escape incredibly complete. No notifications can reach us in this hidden bay. We are safely disconnected from the metrics of yesterday. Feel the vibration of the subwoofer under the floor. We don't need to look outside that heavy steel door. Dancing with the ember shadow on the bedroom wall. In this private shelter, I don't care about the world at all. Let the hours stretch as long as they can possibly go. We are moving down smoothly into the lowest tempo. Welcome to the dim light sanctuary of the electronic night. Everything about this simple capsule is feeling right. Rows of old journals sitting on the heavy oak shelf. A private archive where a weary soul can find itself. The faint scent of paper and old forgotten ink, slowing down the frequency of my brain so I don't think. I pull a thick manual from the dark wooden slot and read the sweet letter that you secretly brought. Lost inside this analog memoir, comfortable and warm, safe from the exact place where the heavy stress was born. Lost inside a silent world made of line and space and fine, taking all the borrowed hours and making them just mine. The twilight light is casting patterns on the linoleum floor. I don't need to look outside my wooden shelter anymore. A dark coffee stain from a year that I can't recall. A dog-leered corner where the old defenses began to fall. Every single physical mark is a beautiful memory trace, finding my complete balance in your familiar face. The grandfather clock sample is ticking nice and slow, matching with the low frequency of our private glow. The city outside the frame is a giant computer board full of frantic signals that we have successfully ignored. But in this quiet corner, your eyes don't demand a thing. They just sit in the silence, waiting for the peace they bring. I turn the final leaf, let the narrative resolve, watching how all the complicated digital problems dissolve. Lost inside this analog memoir, comfortable and warm, safe from the exact place where the heavy stress was born. Lost inside a silent world made of line and space and fine, taking all the borrowed hours and making them just mine. The twilight light is casting patterns on the linoleum floor. I don't need to look outside my wooden shelter anymore. Let the pages turn, let the old ink slowly fade away. We got nothing left to prove to the metrics of the day. No profiles to check tonight, no data left to keep. Just two quiet human beings getting ready to fall asleep. Lost inside this analog memoir, comfortable and worn, safe from the exact place where the heavy stress was born. Lost inside a silent world made of line and space and fine, taking all the borrowed hours and making them just mine. The twilight light is casting patterns on the linoleum floor. I don't need to look outside my wooden shelter anymore.
A single bronze ray stretching across the floor. I don't hear the constant traffic anymore. The linen blinds are moving gently in the breeze, putting all my spinning calculations at ease. The ice is melting inside my highball glass, watching how the dark minutes silently pass. Dancing with the bronze ray on the bedroom wall. In this private shelter, I don't care at all. Let the hours stretch as long as they can go. We are moving smoothly into the lowest tempo. Welcome to the dim sanctuary of the night. Everything about this simple capsule is feeling right. Your silhouette is breathing close across the sheet, making the definition of my escape complete. No notifications can reach us in this hidden bay. We are safely disconnected from yesterday. Feel the vibration of the subwoofer under the floor. We don't need to look outside that heavy door. Dancing with the bronze ray on the bedroom wall.